And here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. I do have four of these. It is a 20 and the 24 Top Series 2 baseball. These are hanger packs. And just for fun, like to open those up right here. And right now, one of the reasons is I'd like to find some cards that are gradable. Let's get to where is it? There it is. 2024 Top Series 2 special, $9 grading. Hello. $9 grading for Series 2. And I enjoy graded cards. In fact, one of my favorite things to do in the hobby is to have cards graded. Guess what the grades might be. And then it's like Christmas when that package arrives and you begin looking to see if you were right, what those grades could possibly be, and if they worked in your favor. So let's look at it one more time. Where are you? There's that special grading. There is the Top Series 2 that we're going to be opening. And let's take a look at some of the action. So here is, I put into eBay 2024 Top Series 2 baseball. And then I don't know if you use eBay, but if you want to eliminate particular listings, then you just put the old minus plus what you're looking to eliminate. Minus break means all those guys that have card breaks. So they will sell, say they have a jumbo hobby box or even a jumbo hobby box case, they will sell spots either based on teams, based on individual players, etc. And then you will pay X amount of dollars for that spot, and they'll open those cards and you'll get all the cards associated with your particular break spot. Now, it's a lot of fun. I have broke cards for people before. I've spent money getting into breaks, but in this particular scenario, we don't want to see the breaks advertised. We don't want to see any boxes for sale advertised, and we don't want to see any cases of boxes advertised. We just want to see what's been going on with the Topps 2024 Series 2 baseball. And what I did is I clicked on highest first. So these are for sale, not sold. So here is one of the chase cards, like the biggest possible chase card inside of Topps Series 2 baseball. And that is the Victor Wembanyama and the CJ Stroud dual auto. So you have both autographs on one card, and it is numbered, which makes it very scarce. And you see this little /10. So it's numbered to 10. So like this particular card is numbered 5 out of 10. So there's only 10 in existence, which of course creates incredible scarcity and rarity. This is for sale for $5,250. I paid $14.99 per box. So let's round it up to 15. So I spent $60 on those boxes. It's kind of like, a scratch off lottery ticket. You could hit, you likely won't though, right, Bart? Yeah, you likely won't, but you'll have fun trying. And in the meantime, we can certainly come up with some gradable cards to take advantage of the SGC special. So we'll be looking to do that. Here is a Heston Kjerstad. This is a platinum 1 of 1. So platinum 1 of 1s exist for most stars in a particular set. So like here is another platinum 1 of 1 for Mike Trout for $2,500. Here is a numbered out of 25 CJ Stroud for $2,500. Now it's like, and this one would probably make me weep like a baby because these are two of my favorite players. Ken Griffey Jr. and Mike Trout dual auto numbered to 10. Hello. In fact, there's another one right there. So you have one for $1,500, one for $1,400. So we know there's at least 8 left. And here is an Albert Pujols, Yadier Molina. They were teammates, both future Hall of Famers. One will be probably a 100%, which almost never happens. So maybe a 99% ballot for Albert Pujols. And Yadier Molina will make it into the Hall of Fame as well. He was a catcher. Here's another one that I would just absolutely love to pull, and that is what's called the Fun Face short print. not only short print, but super short print. That's what the SSP stands for, super short print, meaning there's only so many in existence. And then this is also the cut version, which makes it the most rarest of all, and that is intentionally cut. So it looks damaged, but it's just another little fun thing in the hobby that Topps put out there. And here's one single baseball card, not numbered, not autographed, but still worth $1,000. It's close to $1,000. They probably won't get $1,000 here. In fact, like, let's go to a new screen. And let me just show you. Let's go to Solds 20 and the 24 Topps Series 2. Jackson Holiday. Super short print. There it is. That's the card right there. Okay. Now, there are other super short prints. This is a short print, but not a super short print. Let's go to the sold. So we scroll down here. You look on the side here, click on sold items, and we can see what those short prints. So this is the short print. This is I don't know if that's a super short print. I think it's a short print. But here is a super short print sold for whatever was accepted under. It was listed at $325. The slash through it means that an offer was made that was accepted less for $325. Here is an SGC 10. That's who we plan on grading any gradable card with. This one sold only after one bid for $300. Now the prices have obviously already come way down, because I was seeing them initially for $500, $600, $700, $800, $900. Let's just scroll through, and I bet the numbers get bigger. There's 12 bids, $315. There's 19 bids. Now there's different variations. There's the black scribble, because what this harkens back to is the Billy Ripken F face, and F didn't stand for fun. So written on the bottom of the handle was the 4-letter word that starts with an F, face. So they wanted to give a tribute to that, and they turned it into the fun face variation, but this is the scribbled version. So I've owned all 3 or there 4 versions of the Billy Ripken, which was an error card. I have the F face, I have the black box, I have the white box, and I have the scribbled. So this is, they tried to do all 4 forms. I know it sounds confusing, but if anybody that follows baseball cards knows exactly what I'm talking about. So essentially what happened was, back in, was it 1989? I think it was 1989. Billy Ripken, who is the brother of Cal Ripken Jr., he had a photo shoot, for his baseball card, and he was holding a bat just like this. Okay, let's actually go to it. Let's just go to it right now. I don't want to get away from that, though. I'm still looking through those. What did I search in that one? Maybe not. That was just, this is someone's particular page. So let's go to, is it 1990 or 1989? Yeah. Okay. 1989 Billy Ripken Fleer. See the FF? That stands for blank face. Here is the actual card. This is a family channel, so I'm not going to zoom in. Oh, maybe I will. So there, one of his teammates wrote that on his bat handle, and he had no idea. Took his picture. These cards went out, and then they caught it, and then what they did was basically just airbrush different things on it. So let's see, what did they airbrush on it to cover it? They did a scribble, they did a box. Let's see, is this the, which one is this? Is this the black box or the black scribble? That's the black box. Zoom in there. So there's the black box. So I'm trying to make a long story short, and it's not working out. Jackson Holiday has the same cards in the same variations. Like it says Fun Face in full print. It says Fun Face that has been blacked out. It has Fun Face that has been white boxed out, and Fun Face that has been scribbled out. And there it is, black scribble. You see that? But you see what this one card sells for. If I pull this card, almost regardless of condition, I'm sending it off to be graded just for the fun of it. Here's the full Fun Face. This one sold for $355. There it is, Fun Face right there. And look, he has a fun face. That is the son of Matt Holliday, believe it or not. So if you were a fan of the MLB, the Major League in the baseball, his son, could you imagine that if you were a major leaguer and then your son made it to the big leagues as well and was one of the top draft picks? So those are some of the cards I'm looking for. Certainly looking for Shota Imanaga from my Cubs. I'm looking for Pete Crow Armstrong. I did already have, in just one jumbo hobby box, I lucked out and got the Pete Crow Armstrong home field advantage. And it doesn't look perfect. It's like a 995. These are tough cards because they're foil cards. Such a tough card to get a 10 on. But because of that SGC $9 special, I'm for sure sending that off for grading. And we'll go from there. So you've seen some of the stuff I'm looking for. We're looking for anything gradable. Let's get into these rips right now since I've rambled on for way too and the long. And here we go. We do have our 4 hanger boxes, 20 and the 24 Series 2. Let's get into them. We're looking for gradable cards to send off to SGC to take advantage of their $9. Got a $9 offer to have our cards graded. We're going to take them up on it, so let's try to get into this quickly. I'm going to skip through most of the base. I'll be pulling out those Sweetheart Rookies, Junior Caminero, Pete Crow Armstrong, those types of guys. You know what I'm talking about. But let's get into this pack and find out if we can't find ourselves, future stars, Ezekiel Tovar. That's worth about $1. Nothing wrong with that. We'll stop. Where are we at? Very good. I'll stop at the Sweetheart Rookies, and there's a future Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw. Parker Meadows, we'll see. Aaron Nola, I like him a lot. But we'll try not to take too much of your time. Frankie Lindor, like him. All the Cubs go to the side for sure. Javier Baez, prior teammates. Told you this before. Well, maybe that was my other channel that I decided not to continue with. But I love cards like this. Former teammates, right there, love this. There's another one. Francisco Alvarez. All right, Kike Hernandez. There's a Cubby, Kyle Hendricks. Giancarlo Stanton. I have this card in a color match border, so that is one of the cards that I will be sending off for grading. I'll show you that in just a moment. I'll have to dig it out. And then in the back of these packs is where we're going to find what we would call the hits. He's a Pete Alonso. That is city to, excuse me. That's a city to city foil card. Probably not gradable. I'll have to look it up, but probably not gradable. Matt Verlaine, this is probably a foil. It is. Matt Verlaine foil, although it's a great card to have, especially if you're a Tigers or a Matt Verlaine fan, but not gradable. Heston Kjerstad, that looks like a short print. That it looks like a short print for Heston Kjerstad. Now that, my friends, is absolutely gradable. Let's put it here. I'll have to get my stands out. Gunnar Henderson, let's look at these stars of the MLB. You've got a Junior Caminero. He's one of our hot Sweetheart Rookies. Mason Wynn is as well. These stars of the MLB aren't worth a great deal, but it's $9 to have a card graded is tough to pass up. So let's see. Shohei Ohtani, even though this is a base card, that comes close to being gradable because it's Shohei. We'll have to see. We'd have to do it right away. Jonathan Bolin. So we got these yellow. These yellows are only available in retail, so you won't find them in a hobby. But neither one of these would be gradable at this moment. Let's look up that Heston Kjerstad just to see what we can find out about it. Again, I'm not overly familiar with the new product like I was just a couple of years ago, but to me that is for sure. No, that's not for sure. Why do you say that? See, I've just talked myself out of it. That's not a short print. That's an 89. That's an 89 throwback. Could possibly still be gradable if we can look it up and see what would it be in a SGC 10. Let's look it up right here and right now. All right, I got myself excited with the Heston Kjerstad rookie card, but since then I have come back to my senses regarding that's just the throwback 1989 Topps tribute card. Let's just look though, just to see what would that be in a 10. Heston KJR Heston Kjerstad. We'll go with PSA just because. Well, would PSA be back yet? No, PSA so darn slow. Edit that out. That's cursing. Is there a 10? So these are the base. Those are the base. There it is. Okay. Bro, I don't know. Seems like fun to me. Why? Because you like gambling? I really don't, but I do. So, for instance, I paid $14.99 for that pack. I pulled out what appears to be beautiful. And what you look for in a card like this is you look for centering. Okay, so one side is equal to the other side. Top is equal to the bottom. Corners are sharp. Back is unblemished because these black backs will show blemishing. You'll see white around the edges when there's a problem. I see no white. I see it's a little off top to bottom. A little higher, a little more border on the bottom than top, but probably within SGC 10 standards. So before we get excited, right, let's go to, and now there's going to see all kinds of 10s or all kinds of graded cards that come up. Let's look at the sold just to see if there's any sold that we can point to that are the same make and model as the card we just pulled. Now that auto, that's a steal. Somebody has an 89 throwback. So it's an 89 retro, but it's in a City Connect jersey, which makes it more rare. And it's an auto, and it's a rookie. All those things add to future value. Now, if you were a big proponent of Heston Kjerstad, this would be a steal to get it for $28, get it graded, hold it, and then go from there. So here is the same card that we have. However, it's considered a short print. It's a numbered short print parallel. So it's out of $2.99. It's a black parallel. You see the black border. We have a white border. That's a base. So, yeah, no real evidence as far as what that could sell for in an SGC 10. But because of the price of SGC grading, I'd be willing to roll the dice and take my chances. Let's go back to active on the market just to see, are there others besides this $54 one? Do-do-do-do. I don't see anything at the moment, so we'll continue to look further and make our decision. I mean, it's just fun, right? $9. All right, let's get back to the cards, shall we? All right, let's get back to the cards. As we just said, back into the action. This is box number 2 of 4 hanger boxes, and it's so loud to get that off of there. But let's see what we can come up with. We may have one gradable card, and that Keston Herstead, I'm not entirely convinced at this moment because it is a base card. I don't know. Would it be a fun little gamble? I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to look at Keston a little closer to decide if that's a player I want to gamble on. Let's go. Let's clear the spaces. We'll stop at the Sweetheart Rookies or anything that we can. There's a Cubby, Jordan Wicks, anything that we consider to be gradable. El Mago, Javier Baez. Nothing so far. Hopefully you're not dizzy. The hits all come. There's a Junior Caminero, so he is a Sweetheart Rookie at this moment. Not sure he's gradable. Mason Wynn, there's another one. Oh, we got a Garrett Cole Chrome. Garrett Cole Chrome. Now this is the Stars of the MLB. They're included in every hanger pack. But this is a special insert because it's chrome, so it's worth more than the paper. We call this paper when it is not chromanized. Do I think that's gradable? Probably not, but, ooh, Jason Dominguez, City to City. That is definitely gradable. The Martian, Jason Dominguez, is a huge fan favorite, especially with the Yankees, who have an incredible fan base, especially when it comes to cards. So we'll have to look that up and find out. Is the City to City, that's what this insert is called, City to City foil rookie Jason Dominguez, is that gradable? We shall see. MJ Melendez foil, great card, but probably, you see the little rainbow action? Somewhere over the rainbow. Spencer Strider, great pitcher, great card. Unfortunately not gradable. Here's our other Stars of the MLB. I want to hide. I think significant statistics is coming up after my sweetheart Luis Arraez. Zach Geloff, that's Shohei star. Anything Shohei is for sure sellable, borderline gradable, just because he's such an anomaly. Absolute anomaly. Trey Turner, great player. Luis Arraez, love him. There we go. Another Sweetheart Rookie is Elly De La Cruz. This guy's an absolute freak show. And what they're showing here, I would imagine, is his arm strength and speed, 30.5 feet per second. I'm guessing that is based on his throwing. No, that's sprint speed. You were absolutely wrong. So he's the fastest. He declares himself the fastest man in the world. And from the shortstop position, he can throw the ball from short to first base at like 100 miles an hour. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Not sure if that's gradable. We'll have to look into it. Riley Adams on the yellow. And the White Sox. And you know how those White Sox are. Wow, wow, wow. They're terrible. Which makes me feel real good inside because I'm a Cubs fan. Let's get into the next box. Box number 3 of the 4. Very loud. We don't like that cellophane. It's super loud. Let's get into this. Make a mess on the floor here in the Fortress of Solitude Studios, Farm Fields of Valparaiso, Indiana. This guy, he's still sticking around. Yabba dabba doo. Kill-ba-doo. I was pulling this card in 2021, putting it aside because it was special. No longer special. It's a tough business. Baseball, especially for the youngsters coming up, they have a lot of promise. They may be tearing up the Jordan Lawler. That's a nice Sweetheart Rookie. They'll tear up possibly the minor leagues. And then they get up there with the big boys, and then it's tough to make it. It is very tough to make it. And we know that the hits come at the end. Hey, that made a lot. They had a lot of good rhythm there. Just waiting. We have 4 questionable grading. Ooh, Again, unless this was, I love this card. It's Mike Trout and our friend suddenly blanked, Bobby Witt Jr., one of the preeminent stars of the league and one of the up-and-coming stars of the league. Is that gradable? Probably not. Sometimes early on, everything's gradable. If this was a parallel version, whether it was a foil board or a gold or it was a red, orange, green, whatever the case may be, probably for sure gradable. I don't believe so in a base. Noelvi Marte, another sweetheart rookie. Nick Madrigal, that's a Cubby. Put him over in the Cub pile. We don't get rid of the Cubbies, do we? Unless we have doubles. We have a double. Okay, here we go. Miguel Vargas. What do we have here? It is a gold. That's a gold foil. Now, if it was a different name, it would be a for sure gradable. Miguel Vargas, not huge in the hobby. We do have a Teoscar Hernandez. We got a blue, and that's a retail blue, so it's not numbered. I like Teoscar Hernandez a lot, but likely not gradable. We like to see these parallels, though. Tyrone Taylor. Now, this is a foil board, and it should be numbered, and there it is. It's numbered out of 399, so 221 out of 399. Tyrone Taylor, probably not gradable if this was another player. If this was the superstar greeting in this foil board, gradable. If this is a Jordan Lawler rookie in this foil board, gradable. Tyrone Taylor, probably not gradable. Randy Johnson. Now, I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and obviously that filtered into the 90s. Randy Johnson was an absolute beast. That is a beautiful card. Probably not gradable, but if you're a Randy Johnson fan, now if you're looking at this just like real quick, is this gradable? If it was a parallel, if it was a numbered card, if it was gold, etc., it could be definitely gradable. It's very valuable to those Randy Johnson fans. Now, this is off center. The left border is thicker than the right border. So sometimes, I mean, if it's within a 60-40 range, it still won't detract from the grade. Otherwise, it could easily take it from a 10 to a 9, or at least a 10 to a 9.5. So just giving you an idea. Matt Olson, like him a lot. Evan Carter, Christian Yelich, and there's a Garrett Cole. All of these base paper stars of the MLB. Evan Carter, I like him a lot, but those are not worth a great deal. Around the horn, Ozzie Albies. This is worth like $1 if you just put it on eBay. But probably not worth spending $9 additional plus shipping and handling to have it graded. So that'll go off to the side. Jose Abreu. Wow, wow, wow. Not a great end to his career. Dylan Moore. So our yellows aren't producing yet. We still don't have anything definitively gradable. We have a few on the board. It's Shohei Ohtani. As I said, most things Ohtani can be gradable because people go bananas for them. Jason Dominguez, the Martian, rookie, city-to-city foil, that potentially is gradable. Ellie De La Cruz, significant statistics, his running speed, and he's got the rookie logo. Heston Kjerstad in the 89. This is a throwback to Topps 1989. I actually have a whole case of unopened Topps 1989. You're crazy. I know, it's true. Potentially gradable, but not obviously gradable. Let's get into the last box number 4. Whoa, wobbly. Hanger box number 4. And let's get into it. Let's find an obvious gradable card, because right now we have 5 cards on the board, none of which are obviously gradable. We're looking for what we call a banger here in the 2024 Series 2 hanger boxes. There's a saying in the hobby, it's hangers are bangers. Let's prove it right here, right now. Oh, there's Will Smith. Oh, settle down there, Chris Rock. Not that Will Smith. Shane Baz. Okay, there's a Cubby, Drew Smiley. Carlos Carrasco. Oh, you're not going to name all the players, are you? I'm not. Yes, I'm going to name our Cubbies, though. Let's put the Cubbies over there. for the cubby pile, said Mullins. Oh yeah, Shota Imanaga. Love this guy. That's actually questionably gradable. Even though it is a base card, it is a rookie, it is a sweetheart rookie, and I happen to be a Cubs fan, so that would likely be. Here's another sweetheart rookie, Wilyer Abreu. I wouldn't grade that. I would grade that. In fact, I will grade that. I've got 3 or 4 of these. Crazy, right? I got 3 or 4 of those. I'll pick the best one out and send those over the SGC with my order, because then you can go into PC. PC stands for personal collection. Look at these two. 2 of the best of all time in the active game. I'm not saying best of all time overall, but 2 Hall of Famers in my opinion for sure. We're getting closer and closer to what is considered the hits. Looking for something, Gavin between the sheets. Looking for something obviously gradable. Michael, we like Bush. Nope, edit that. I will not. I edit nothing. That's true, you don't. Here we go. We're getting close. We got a Chrome of Matt Olson. Not gradable. Uh-oh. Is this City to City? That's not City to City. It's a Platinum Performers, Bobby Witt Jr. That is questionably gradable. Julio Rodriguez would have been 100% gradable 2 years ago. Now he's questionably gradable. However, and now this is a base, I wouldn't grade it, but I am looking forward to Julio Rodriguez having a tremendous second half of the year. He's just too big of a talented potential perennial all-star not to. There's a Trey Turner. Here's another Shohei. We got a Shohei, stars in the MLB, so now we have 2. Zach Geloff rookie right there. Luis Arraez, so that's a very similar correlation to what we had earlier as far as the stars of the MLB. Joey Votto around the horn, Cincinnati favorite but not gradable. Sonny Gray, not gradable. Lawrence Butler, currently not gradable. So what are we going to do? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research here. Check these out. I may even take you along to determine if you want to weigh in on if these are gradable or not. I'll grade this one for sure, Shota, just for my personal collection. I'm pretty sure Tyrone Taylor, even though that's a numbered foil board, is not gradable. Heston, we've seen, is potentially gradable. But let's look at the rest and see what we find right here and right now. Turns out we do have one card from our 2024 Series 2 hanger boxes that does stand out as extremely gradable. It is not Julio Rodriguez. It is not Jason Dominguez. It's not Shohei. It's not Shohei. It's not Ellie De La Cruz. It is not, who's that? Tyrone Taylor foil. I would and will likely grade the Heston Kjerstad, even though it is just the base card. But it looks perfect. The grading fee is $9. I'm sure I'll get my money back and then some, have some fun. This will be for my PC, my personal collection. Shota Imanaga for the Cubs. Looking for a 10 on that. And then the obvious gradable card is, drumroll please, hey, I can see it on the screen. It's this card. The 2024 Bobby Witt Jr. Platinum Performers. I didn't even know what I had when I pulled it because I've been away from the ultra modern cards for the most reasonable of time frame recently. But now that we're pulling cards again just for fun, that Bobby Witt Jr., I'll take a close look at it. So let me take, this is called a penny sleeve. Why? Because it's costs about a penny. Pull that out. To protect the card, you put it in a penny sleeve and then typically into a top loader, or what we call a one touch. I see a little action. You're not going to be able to see it there, but maybe. Yeah, you see that little dot between where it says tops and where it says shortstop? Right in the middle. There's a dot. Looks like a potentially problematic for grading, or it could be just that's how the card is. Because other than that, the corners look sharp. The card looks good. I see no graded, but I see several sales of this card. So you see what they're being advertised for now. $30, $55, $60. Typically they'll sell for less. So let's find out. Sold. Click that. So we got a 1050 on 3 bids. See, it says right there, it's a case hit super short print. Is that true? You should probably know that before you start cracking cards out. But here is obviously an example of the fact that it must be a case hit. $55 for one raw. We call this raw if it's not graded. This is a raw form of the card. $55, that's a great comp. That one card could pay for all 4 of the boxes that I just opened. So stay tuned because we're going to send that off for grading. Keep our fingers crossed and see what happens. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, share with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.